Hi and welcome back. We are in Kaokoland, one of the most remote areas on this planet, a paradise for overlanding, and a hell of an off-road challenge. A place where the landscape changes by the hour, and wildlife is just around the corner. Get ready for the ultimate overlanding adventure. We enjoyed a quiet and peaceful night, and could recover from the previous day's ordeal. We were happy to be again on the road, finally cover some distance and explore more of this region. We were not entirely sure of what we had in front of us. We only knew that we had around 700 kilometers through the desert until we would reach the Sekeleton Coast. But with a full tank in the Bluelandy, we were ready for adventure. Some of these landscapes bring memories of past trips. We are thinking about parts of Iran and Saudi Arabia. But then the mopane trees unveil the fact that we are in southern Africa. It is incredible to see how the landscape changes every hour. We are transiting from rocky mountains to open valleys. The density of trees thins out as we drive. And in the end, it is reduced only to areas where seasonal flooding occurs. Kaokoland is vast and ruthless. Largely untouched by modern development. You would not see fences here, infrastructure, even fuel is scarce, and there is absolutely no self-reception. The place to be if one wants to get remote. We reach Orupembe, and here we find just a couple of buildings and several Himba settlements. With this climate, it is incredible to think that the Himba have inhabited this area for several centuries. They follow a semi-nomadic pastoralism and had adapted to the harsh environment. But tourism is a threat. The Himba have become a popular tourist attraction due to their appearance and cultural practices. Yes, you heard that right. Tourists often treat them as objects of curiosity. Additionally, Himbas have started to rely on tourism, and this is leading to a decline in self-sufficiency, weakening their connection to their land and heritage. As we continue going southwest, we find ourselves in a barren environment. It's empty. You could not find anything here. Well, except corrugations. Lots of it. But also these guys. They are called Stonemen. The artist is unknown, but one can find them everywhere around here. All in different positions. We stopped here to have lunch in a dry riverbed. It's extremely windy. It's a really nice path. It reminds us of so many other countries in the Middle East as well. It's just crazy to think that this is Africa. The dried riverbeds, also known as rivers of sand, are sometimes the easiest type of terrains to travel around here, and it also gives us the chance to see some animals. As we get closer to the Sekeleton Coast, the sand takes over. It is not permitted to drive farther west, so we decide to go up a hill and check the view. And what a view! 360 degrees of pure desert. In front of us is the Sekeleton Coast, all the way to the ocean. Raw and scary. The last place one would like to get stranded. It's broken. Super vertical, eh? The most vertical we have done it. There's a path there. Kai! Kai! On the right is better, maybe. We decide to set camp next to a dry riverbed. The whole region is a paradise for wild camping, and in a lot of cases one is able to camp next to wildlife. Today we want to cover the last stretch to reach the ocean, which turned out to be a challenge as we had a late start. The path is full with corrugations. Landscape changes and many different colors. We feel small here, as the distances to cover are massive.
at the old gate of the Sekeleton Coast National Park. We had to really hurry up. We knew they only would let us transit before 4 and we arrived here at the gate at 3:30. That meant I had to stay over 75 or like average 75 kilometers an hour for the whole last like 3 hours on gravel tracks with corrugations, and so was not that easy, but was okay. We managed to arrive. Here they told us there is not going to be fuel for the next 270 kilometers. We had half a tank left. That would have been a little bit on the short side, maybe. That's why we bought 20 liters of them. This place here kind of looks like Mad Max or like out of a zombie movie. Most of the buildings are abandoned and like there's broken machinery and so on. Smell the sea.
After many months on the road in Africa, we were really stoked and looking forward reaching the Atlantic Ocean. The last time we saw it was back in Spain, and we missed it a lot. The rough and mighty Atlantic Ocean, huge waves crashing against sand dunes. And fog making everything around here rust until it vanishes entirely.
Not so long ago, there were lions here.
Yeah, we have seen a lot of lion footsteps around. For example, here you see one big and one small going to the lagoon. It's really stunning here. We haven't seen such a landscape before. It's sad that it's not possible to just stay here and enjoy the view. But we will go south and try to come somewhere where it is actually possible. You can see here the difference in weather is blue, but at the coast there's just fog. It looks pretty creepy and misty. In the next episodes, we will experience the Sekeleton Coast and get enchanted by the beauty of this place, but also the unforgiving environment. Until then, enjoy the ride!